Hi, I'm Brian Brandenburg. I'm the Senior UX Designer at Logi Analytics. So what is a materialized view? A materialized view is a cached result set. It's an answer to a question that you're going to hold on to for later. Why is it important to UX? It's a good question. Material designs are there to help increase performance. A common question we get from customers is, why is this slow? Materialized views are one way that we can potentially increase performance for an end user. So how does a materialized view improve performance? In a certain way, it affects the illusion of performance, those indeterminate progress indicators, those little spinny things. They get rid of those. How do they do that? So let me give you an example. Let's say you're interested in a medical trial and there's 1,000 patients participating. If you're interested in something with low cardinality, like eye color, for example, then chances are you're not going to have much of a performance issue. It's 1,000 records, you'll generate the list, the server will respond, and you may never see a progress indicator. But now let's look at maybe all medical trials for the last 100 years. Let's take that 1,000 record result set and make it 1 billion records. Now when you ask the same question, you're going to be thinking for a while to generate the totals for each one of those distinct values. This is where materialized views come into play. We might want to hold on to that answer after we calculate it. So the next time someone asks that question, they're not waiting for the server to generate the result set. We have it on hand, and then we can just display the result set in the form of a chart. So when should a view be materialized? Well, size is one factor, but the other factor is frequency. How often is this question asked? Let's take our eye color example from before. Not many people may be interested in eye color from these case studies. Therefore, if not many people are asking the question, it doesn't necessarily make sense to store the answer. There's a cost associated with storing this information on a server. So as a content or data author, you have to weigh the cost of what it's going to take to store that result set. So how do you decide when to cache a result set? How do you decide when you need a materialized view? The answer there is really, how often is the query run? We are actively working on ways that we can show a content author that information. Here's the number of times this query's been run. Here's how long those average queries took. And hopefully provide you metrics you need within our administration UI to make those decisions about whether you need a materialized view or not. So what guidelines should you follow when creating a materialized view? Based on utilization or how many times the query's been asked, you'll want to look and see, how much value am I getting from this answer? As a rule of thumb, you probably just want to look at your default landing page, any high traffic area of the product. If there's a chart there, it's going to be queried a lot of times. These are always prime options for materialized views.